Do you ever feel tired, low energy, low motivation, even with a full night's sleep? For 90% of guys, this is a very fixable issue. Healthy testosterone levels increase your mood, motivation, ability to build muscle, and even better heart health, and so much more. Having high testosterone can make you feel like a superhero, but in this current society, everything is pushing us to have low testosterone that you're not even aware of. From the plastic bottles you drink, the seed oils in foods, and so much more. It may seem insignificant, but if you're consuming and doing this every day over the course of years, it all adds up massively. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to boost your testosterone naturally. So let's start with the diet. Now, with your diet, you want to include lots of healthy fats. So testosterone is synthesized from cholesterol, and healthy fats have quite a lot of cholesterol in them. And in terms of the different healthy fats, you can go for things like olive oil, avocados, butter, nuts, and fatty fish. I never had them in my diet before because I always used to think that fat makes you fat, but actually having non-processed healthy fats is really good for your systems, as well as boosting testosterone and your overall health. In terms of protein, this is more so for the muscle repairs and to actually just build muscle. However, it's still important. So I'd go for 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight in order to build up muscle. And the types of protein I'd go for would be the lean meats, chicken, beef, and then fish, eggs, and other sources too. Now, alongside this, I would also focus on zinc and magnesium-rich foods. With these minerals, they're essential for the testosterone production. Some examples are things like spinach, nuts, and shellfish. So that's most of the nutrition done. However, there are some superfoods which help with testosterone too. These would be garlic, honey, beetroot, ginger, and eggs. Step 2, vitamin D and sunlight. Now this is very simple, but try and get 15 to 30 minutes of daily sunlight, ideally in the mornings if you can. And if you live in the UK and it's always raining, it's always dull, then I would suggest taking vitamin D. So 1 tablet a day, and this will help to regulate yourself and get optimal levels of vitamin D each day. Number 3, exercise. So with your exercise, you'll want to do big compound lifts and focus on heavy intensity. So for the type of compound exercises, you can do things like squats, bench press, pull-ups, rows, and big compound lifts. Step 4, minimize stress and cortisol levels. And with stress, this increases cortisol, which lowers testosterone by shifting resources. So this is basically where having the high cortisol disrupts the signals needed to produce testosterone. And as a result, with all of this stress, it leads to poor sleep quality too. So when you're stressed, you're not going to get the best sleep quality. And during our sleep, this is where a lot of testosterone is made. Another way to minimize stress could be going to the saunas. Now, I love the saunas. This is great for recovery, but as well as that, it also allows you to reset. You don't have any time on your phone, and you can really just reset your body. Step 5, good sleep quality. Ideally, you want to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night if you can. Regular sleep times, regular wake times, and really try and make this a priority. Now, I've spoken at length on tips and tricks which will help you to boost your testosterone. However, it's equally as important to know what to avoid. Plastic containers. So if you're meal prepping and using Tupperware, use glass containers instead, because you don't want to be heating up loads of plastic, as eventually it'll start getting into your food, and if you're consuming that on a regular basis, that's going to have a negative effect. Seed oils. Now these are really sneaky. They're in practically everything, even with a loaf of bread, which should be just 1, 2, 3 ingredients. Some of the breads will have like 50, 60 different ingredients, all with loads of seed oils and loads of artificial crap. So be a bit more aware when you're going to the supermarket, the types of food you're buying, and try, if you can, to get organic food or whole foods. Phones in the pocket. Now this seems very obvious, but so many people always have their phones in their pockets, and with testosterone, it's produced in your balls. So having an electrical device which is always on, even heating up right next to where your testosterone is produced, it's obviously a recipe for disaster. So if you can, keep your phone in a bag. Or what I like to do is I just walk around with it in my hand, And after a while of doing that habit, it becomes pretty normalized for you. Cool. So that comes to the end of the video. Now, I've discussed a lot about how to increase your testosterone. And of course, these things will help, but just having a little bit of olive oil and doing a couple of squats, you're not going to become Superman overnight. So these things can help a little bit, but ultimately it all comes down to your regulations as well as other factors too. But if you apply these tips, if you avoid certain things, then you're putting yourself in the best position possible. So yeah, I hope this video helped. And if you're looking to gain weight, build muscle, you can click on this video right here, where I go through the complete blueprint on how to bulk up. Other than that, drop a like, drop a subscription, and I'll catch you next time.